Oh, greetings, badasses. Looking for a playlist. Fucking Pilates really had me sore yesterday, today. And I slept a little wonky insofar as when I got up this morning. Oh, the tightness, right? My body said, oh, fuck you. You did something good for us. Wow. We're going to make you pay. The thing about this process is that I found myself, now I'm usually pretty good at not what do I want to call it? Accommodating or compensating for those tiny moments of, ooh, I'm tight. And I really work at activating my core, and I really work despite that discomfort. It's basically I'm having a muscle spasm. That's what I'm having. Sorry. I haven't had coffee. Let me drink a little bit more water. I'm trying to I'm brute forcing my routine. I'm having a muscle spasm, which, right, at our age, I love, what's her name? At the Real Slim Sherry. She said, no one told me that when I turned 50, sleeping was going to become a dangerous activity, an extreme sport. And it totally is. It makes me laugh. So I'm having a muscle spasm. And what I noticed as I was getting ready this morning is that I was really Igoring it, like, what lump? And so I had to really engage and get myself, into a good neutral position and engage the core and kind of work through some of that immediate, because I knew I needed to get on this mat. And that's just an extreme version of a lot of what happens to us a lot of time, right? A lot of the time, where we might not even notice, but we're tight. And a lot of times we don't notice that we're tight until we've ignored it and we've not been on the mat, or we've not been giving our body what it needs, what benefits it most. And then suddenly you have a muscle spasm, or you throw your back out, or there's any number of things. Like you get frozen shoulder, or you get a teres minor freeze. There's all kinds of things that can happen. And that even when it doesn't get extreme, that imbalance, that tightness plays out in everything we do, and then it starts moving itself up the chain, right? So my shoulder wants to compensate because I have I'm going to say this is a glute med, maybe transverse abdominis, lateral oblique spasm, maybe. And then as I move, I can feel it trying to transfer its tension over to the left. And so, again, extreme example, but like changing our oil, right, and getting our tires rotated, we can spend this time on the mat and offer our body that maintenance. I don't know if that's where I was going, but that's where I ended up. So let's do some fucking yoga. I don't know if I said it. My name is Julia. This is the fucking yoga company. We're going to sit down in a comfortable seated position, whatever that looks like for you. This is relaxation yoga. So this is a low energy flow. And I want you to be comfortable. You've got a blanket. I'm going to be using a block. I've got my strap. All those things. Comfortable seated position, staff pose, sitting with your legs out in front of you. Pretty accessible. Not going to be accessible for me with this I'm going to keep calling it a spasm. I don't know if that's what it is. If you're uncomfortable in this position, or you're feeling that tightness in the hamstring and low back, throw a bolster or a blanket underneath your leg, plural. That should take some of that tension off and allow you to sit here more comfortably. One leg out, one leg in. This is modified Z-sit. I really love this one. I love this one because you're passively stretching. Ooh, you know what? Once I get my shit together and get my poop in a group before the wind blows it away, I'll get a yin practice up for y'all to as an extra workshop. This one's in yin. Well, let's not get into a yin discussion. I'll do that on the yin video. I'm getting a passive stretch. I'm feeling gentle stretch in the adductor. I'm feeling a stretch in the hip flexor, rotationally, right? External rotation. I'm actually feeling that in the arch of my foot. First thing in the morning, haven't done anything. And like I said, I just extreme sported. I just did an extreme sport called sleep. You control the strength of this adductor stretch with the placement of the leg. I think that that should be a t-shirt. I love extreme sports. Sorry, if I can't laugh, right? All right. Or you can join me in pleasant seated pose, which is not crisscross applesauce, nor is it fucking lotus pose. Both of my legs are on the mat. They're not stacked in any way. They're in parallel. And my feet, let's see. Yeah, my ankles are also in alignment with each other. You can join me in this position if your knees are hanging way high and you're leaning backwards and you're trying real hard to sit here. I want you to grab a couple of pillows, a couple of towels, something. Roll them up, throw them underneath those legs. Don't throw them. Sorry, that was my dad. I'm channeling my dad right now because he says this to me all the time. Place them underneath your legs so that you can relax into this mat and again, another passive stretch with the weight of your legs. Pulling your attention and awareness from the external to the internal, taking a scan of the body, checking in state and quality of the physical form. You know what? I forgot I have my microphone on. You know what? I'm just going to speak. I think the Pilates one I was really trying to modulate, and I don't feel like it was as loud as it needed to be. We'll see. You know what? Let me know. If you can hear me talking, that's all good. I don't know. Maybe. So I know where I am going in my body. Where are you sitting at in your body? What's going on in your physical form? Think about the air temperature. Think about the room temperature. Moving that attention and awareness into the state and quality of your thinking. What's going on in your brain? What's left over? What are you hanging on? I don't know what time of day you're doing this. If you're doing this in the evening, what's hanging on from your day? What's trying to push into your cue for tomorrow? What's going on in the brain that you would like to quiet down and settle off to the side for a little while. And then let's do that. Let's slide all that shit off to the side and create a nice, clear, open field of thought in your mind. We want to hold that space. And every time something creeps in or you start to feel a focus other than what we're doing on the mat, just let it go, right? Like a balloon. Well, don't let balloons go anymore. They're bad for the environment, but you know what I'm saying. Oh, let's treat it like a bird. What's an annoying bird? Starling. Treat it like a little starling, and then shoo it away because it's eating your vegetables. I don't know. And we'll move that silence and attention into your breath. I don't know. I'm just so punchy right now. What was I doing with that bird metaphor? I don't know. Paying attention to how you're breathing and how your lungs feel. Clearly, I don't know where you're at, but right now in Colorado, it's like 2% humidity, which surprisingly is not really normal. If anybody else feels like a lizard every single moment of the day, that's what's happening. Also, we're having a heat wave and we're having a bad air quality, ozone, because, the climate change, who needs the climate? Pfft, I do. Sorry. I checked in with the news before I got in here for just a brief, just like 5 seconds, and it was already a bummer. All right. You know what? I'm going to slide that off to the side. Here, that's a perfect example of letting that shit go for a little while. And let's increase the length of our breath. I want to inhale and exhale. I want to balance the length of those actions and create a nice, lovely rhythm of breath. Now, this is relaxation yoga. We don't need to be all powered up in the breath, right? Do your best. Wherever you are at in that length and balance of breath, let's exhale all the air out of the lungs, reaching the fingertips down to the mat, and slowly sweeping the arms up toward the ceiling with an inhale, and then releasing the fingertips down toward the floor with the exhale. Reaching on up, let's take a lateral extension. Heading over to one side, nice big reach. I'm going to go slow because, it's all about the... Engage the core, come on up, and then let's go over to the other side. This side, I'm going to go a little slower, and here's where I notice my problem. My left side is tight. It's creating the spasm in my right side. Oh. Do you see that? Oh. So my left side, in its tightness, is pulling on my right side and causing a fucking spasm. Because look it, I can do this all day. This is also kind of a good example. You know what? I'm going to take the kind of out. This is also a good example of where we're feeling the tightness, where I'm feeling the spasm has nothing to do with where I'm actually tight. One more time. So I'm having the spasm right up the right side, but look at, I'm not tight in the right side. I'm tight in the left side. Because that's it. That's all I've got. Right there. Nice big inhale up. Let's take our forward fold, tracing the fingertips down, little rock side to side. Coming to rest my body weight on my forearms. Wiggle the toes, relax the feet, unclench the teeth. You can have those arms, knees, calves, ankles block or the floor. I'm kind of midway here. Walking those hands back. So isn't that crazy? Nice big inhale up. I might be spending all this time on the tennis balls, releasing the hands down to the hips, working on that spasm, and not really even be paying attention to the fact that it's my left side of the body. Because my left side doesn't hurt, it's just tight and it's pulling. It's a tug of war between both sides of the body. That's what imbalance is. Releasing the chin forward and tilt to the other side. Releasing the chin down. Let's trace the fingertips around the front of the body and slowly stack cervical spine. Changing the placement of my legs. Oh, I'm going to take a little mid-range stretch. Nice big inhale up. I'm going to squeeze elbows back. I'm just going to go into C-curves. Because I'm working through the left side, even though I'm feeling this on the right. Squeezing it back. And reach. One more time. So I'm taking a little rock here. I will call it I'm reaching my right arm a little further away. Oh, feel that? And then I'm going to reach the left arm a little further away. And then coming on up. Tracing fingertips down, tucking through the chin, rolling into the fold. I'm coming down to those forearms. Knees, calves, ankle block or floor. Relax the feet, wiggle the toes, and then let all the energy drain. Unclench the teeth. Walking the arms back, unwinding the body. Nice big stretch up. Exhaling, relaxing the hands to the hips. Oops. Bowing the chin. Taking a tilt of the ear over to one side. Releasing the chin forward, taking a tilt of the ear over to the other side. And one more time in both directions. Releasing the chin forward, tracing the fingertips around the front of the body, slowly stacking cervical spine. Moving to hands and knees. I like to pad my knees with a blanket. Oh. So this might be a larger hip issue. All right. Resting my hands side by side, 2 fist widths, knees to either sides of my hands. Definitely working with this block. If I'm talking about the hips, keep my legs in parallel. All right. Moving the heels of the hands out in front of the body. Fold the palms, out in front of the shoulders, sorry. A half to a full palm's length. Soften the elbows, shrug the shoulders, engage the core. Let's inhale at center. Exhale, tuck the chin, take the forearms down, little scoop of the belly. Drop back into the fold. Inhaling forward. Inhaling forward. What the fuck, lean, push out into a hip. Inhaling to center. Into the other hip. Oh yeah, we're talking left side here. Left hip tightness. And lean. Oh, is anybody else having these issues? And one more time. Inhaling to center, angry cat tuck. Flat back, Chakravarkasana bow. Tuck the chin, take the forearms down, scoop the belly, drop back into the fold. Wiggle the fingers, roll the wrists, make some fists. Inhaling forward. Let's what the fuck lean. Angry cat tuck. Come into flat back. All right, I'm going to go back to a lean, but I'm going to go left hand out to the edge of the mat, right hand to the inside of the left hand. And I'm leaning and then rocking back into the fold. Inhaling up, right hand comes back to that placement. I'm touching the pinky. So my neutral position of hands, if I spread my fingers, I can touch the edge of the mat with my pinky. I'm going to move my left hand to touch the right. Lean, and then come back into the fold. Coming on forward. Inhaling center. Chakravarkasana bow. Tuck the chin, take the forearms down, scoop the belly, and drop back into the fold. Wheel the fingers, roll the wrists. Make a fist. Make a fist. Coming on forward. What the fuck? Lean. And switch. Angry cat tuck. And flat back. All right, I'm going to move my left hand halfway off the mat. So my fingertips, heel of the hand staying on the mat, fingertips are going off the mat. And now I'm taking that opposite lean. Coming on up. Right hand, palm, the heel of my hand stays on the mat. Fingers off. Lengthening the length of this stretch. That was a clumsy sentence, wasn't it? Excuse me. Lengthening the lever of the body. Coming on forward. Flat back. Let's tuck the toes and stretch the feet. So I'm not leaning. I've just tucked my toes. I'm taking this length. Coming down to the forearms. Take the pressure off the wrists. Flatten the toes. Ooh. Rock and roll the ankles. Inhaling up, Chakravarkasana bow. Tuck the chin, take the forearms down, scoop the belly, and draw back. Widen up the elbows. Come throw forward to hands and knees. What the fuck, lean? And switch. Inhale to center, angry cat tuck. Inhale to flat back. All right, I'm going to take my hand, left hand, all the way off the mat. Meet it with the right hand. Lean back and over. Inhaling forward. Right hand is going off the mat. Left hand meets it. And take that. Lean back and then lean to the side. Coming on forward, flat back, hands and knees. I'm going to tuck my toes, and now I'm taking a little gentle press a little further back. Do your best to balance your ankles, and there's no other way I can describe it. So I am a pronator, supinator. I don't know, my ankles tend to roll out. I'm trying to stabilize them so that they're in parallel to my shins. Inhale, flat back. We're going to come down to the forearms. Left leg is going to lift straight up, like point your toe and try to touch the ceiling. Lengthen that leg nice and long. And now take that foot and see if you can touch the wall on the opposite side of your body. All right, bring that leg back in. Come to hands and knees. Inhaling, Chakravarkasana bow. Tuck the chin, take the forearms down, scoop the belly. Draw back, open up those elbows. Inhaling forward. What the fuck, lean? And switch. Inhaling to center, angry cat tuck. Flatten the back. I'm going to move my hand a little further away from the mat. Coming over with the right. That was my left hand. And I'm leaning. So I'm taking the bow first, and now I'm leaning the body to the right. Coming on up. I'm going to take my right hand a little further off the mat. Bring that left hand over. Take the bow, and now lean the whole body to the left. Coming on forward to flat back. Hands and knees. I'm going to tuck these toes. Coming forward to take the forearms to the mat, flatten those toes, point the toes, right? Right knee comes up, point that toe toward the ceiling. Take the sole of the foot and press it back across the body like you were going to touch the wall. Okay, bring the knees down. Come on up, Chakravarkasana bow. Wiggle the fingers, roll the wrists, make a fist. Come on forward, what the fuck, lean. Inhaling in. Inhaling to center, angry cat tuck. Inhaling forward, I'm going to take my left hand way off to the side, move the right hand to meet it. Take the bow and lean. Inhaling up, let's move ourselves over, taking the right hand out, left hand in, take the bow, and then really lean. Lean forward. Hoi, hoi, hoi. Tuck the toes. Lowering the forearms, flattening the toes. Point the toe and reach it up to the ceiling. Lengthen that leg. Take the sole of the foot across. Lengthen the leg up. I'm going to move that leg out to 90 degrees. Let me move my strap. Toes are pointed towards the edge of the mat. I've got a soft bend in my knee. I know you can't tell in these pants. And take a lean. Lengthen that leg up. Bring the knee down. We're coming up to hands and knees to Chakravarkasana bow. Tuck the chin, take the forearms down, scoop the belly, draw back into the fold, open up the elbows. Inhaling forward. What the fuck, lean. Inhaling to center and switch. Inhaling to center, angry cat tuck. Flat back. All right, left hand's going way wide. I'm actually going to interlace my right hand over the top of that left. I'm going to take my fold and then lean. Coming on forward, going to the last side. Right hand goes a little farther off the mat. Left hand, interlace the fingers. Take the bow and then lean. Coming on up and forward. Tuck the toes. Press back into the feet. Coming down to the forearms, flatten the toes, take the right leg, point the toes toward the ceiling. Lengthen that leg. Take the sole of the foot across the back of the body. And now let's lengthen it out to the side, 90 degrees. Toes point forward. Soft in the knee. I'm going to lengthen that leg, bring the knee down, come up to hands and knees, and Chakravarkasana bow. Tuck the chin, take the forearms down, scoop the belly, draw back into the fold, little rock side to side, open up those elbows. Inhaling forward, what the fuck, lean. Switching sides. Angry cat tuck. Flat back. Taking my hand over, interlacing the fingers, taking that bow, and then leaning. Coming on forward, switching sides. Right hand goes out, left hand interlaces. Take the bow, and then lean into that. I'm feeling this all the way from my shoulder to my ribs. It's less about the hip. This is teres minor, latissimus dorsi, subscap. Oh, coming on forward. Whew. Sorry, that was a big release. Tucking the toes, taking the body back. Lowering to the forearms. Flatten the toes, left leg lifts up. Lengthen the leg. Take that foot back across the body. Lengthening it out to 90 degrees. Now you can rock forward or back in this position, and that will you will discover a wonderful new place that needs a little extra stretch. Coming up to the hands, I'm going to take that left foot all the way forward. For an Ekapada, Ustrasana. Slowly walking back to lengthen the leg, bowing. Ooh. All right, I'm going to heel toe that foot around, and I'm Chakravakasana bowing. Inhaling forward, what the fuck, lean. And to the other side. Angry cat tuck. Coming on forward. All right, left hand comes out, right hand interlaces, take the bow, and then lean into the right shoulder. Coming on forward, switching sides. Lean to the left. Ooh, coming on forward. Holy Toledo. Tuck the toes. I'm going to kind of strengthen this a little and really move my toes forward so that I can push back into the heels. lowering to the forearms, readjusting the knees. Right leg stretches up. Oh, take that sole of the foot back to the opposite side of the body. Sweep it around 90 degrees, point that toe forward. The other thing you can do to adjust the stretch is turn the belly button to the left, rotate the torso. Coming up to the hands, I'm going to move that right foot all the way forward for my Ekapada Ustrasana. Oh. Lengthening that leg for the fold. Feeling that hamstring now. All right, let's walk that around. Chakravakasana, bow. Tuck the chin, take the forearms down, scoop the belly, and draw back. And we're going to walk ourselves forward. Grab a drink of water. I'm taking some water. Check in with your body temperature. Add a layer if you need it. Grab your blanket. Oh, yeah. Coming on down to the back. All right, we're going to take the right ankle across the left knee. Take your hand to the inside of that leg and externally rotate it. Left hand's coming on up behind that knee and bring it toward the body. Keep the top foot dorsal flexed. Oh, and we're going to unwind it. We're going to switch. Right foot goes to the mat. Left ankle comes over the top of the knee. Externally rotate. Sliding that right hand behind the knee. Hug that knee up toward the body. feet go out to the edge of the mat. Let's windshield wiper sweep. So take the knees over to one side and let them hang. Inhaling up and twisting to the other side. And switching. Oof, walking those feet together. Soles of the feet press in. Let those knees hang. All right, bring those knees up. We're going to Apanasana it. Tuck the fingertips over the tops of the knees. Inhaling at center. My knees are hanging in the length of my arm. Drawing them in. Exhale. Inhale, unwind. And again. Two more. One more time. Rocking side to side. All right, I want you to take a moment to notice how you're working in this body and where you want to take final relaxation. So legs extended, arms at your sides, palms up. That's the traditional pose. You might not be feeling, I don't know, I'm having a big release. I'm having a lot of energy in the hips. So all that back pain and that back spasm, I think, is coming from left hip tension. So, this isn't going to work for me, but, it might work for you. You could tuck a bolster under the back of the knees. You could roll a beach towel under the back of the neck. You could put feet on the floor, knees to the ceiling. Arms out in cactus. If you're a gestating human being, fully and completely by your own volition, you have independent agency over your reproductive body and rights and full access to health care. Roll over onto that side that you're allowed to roll over onto and put a pillow between your knees. If you've got a body bolster, go grab that mama jamma, rest your arm over the top of that and support your head. Let's see, Tom, I think you're probably laying on your belly with your hands rested, supporting the forehead. You're resting your forehead on the back of your hands. Much tidier sentence. Nothing wrong with that. We all have our different places where we're comfortable. So get comfortable body temperature wise as well. Add a blanket, throw some socks on if you need it. Turn off the fan. And now we're going to pull our attention and awareness into the state and quality of our forehead. And I want you to notice all of the tiny little muscles and nerve endings that operate, right? Your eyes, your eyebrows, the temples. Follow that around into the cheekbones. Unclench the teeth. Relax the tongue away from the roof of the mouth. Pulling that attention and awareness into the state and quality of your spine. Follow it down from the base of the neck between the shoulder blades, the rib cage. Lift the hips and let the torso relax toward the floor. Notice the energy in the legs. Give yourself a little flexion of the calves, a little rock and roll with the toes and the ankles, and then let the lower body take its rest toward the mat. Pulling that attention and awareness into the state and quality of your thinking. Whatever's creeping into that nice, lovely space we've created, just shoo it right on off. Anchor that silence into the breath. And we're following the breath into and out of the lungs. Wiggle the fingers, wiggle the toes, roll the wrists, roll the ankles. We're going to stretch those arms out to the side. Nice lovely reach. And bringing a knee up. You know what? I totally skipped a step. If you're in any of the other positions, come on to your back. Sorry. My mind went ooey gooey. And take the other knee up. Rocking from side to side. Rolling from one hip. Across the other. We're going to rock all the way over to one side and then slowly, take your time, peel yourself upper body first off the mat. Coming on back into comfortable seated position, whatever that looks like for you. Little rock side to side, roll those shoulders back. Stacking shoulders over ribs, ribs over hips. Letting the shoulders drop. And taking a moment to scan the body, checking in state and quality of the physical form. Moving that attention and awareness into the state and quality of your breathing. And notice how it's going in those lungs of ours. And moving that attention and awareness into the state and quality of your thinking. Now, let's anchor that silence. I don't know where you are in your day. If you're going to bed, let's anchor that silence. Just, you know what? We're done. You don't need to make any decisions. You don't need to finish any emails. You don't need to do anything. You can go right into bed. Call it a day. If you're doing something else with your day, you can start to very carefully pick and choose what things you would like to devote some attention to. We're going to blink our eyes open, releasing practice. Wiggling the fingers, rolling the wrists. If you want to take a little stretch, you can. I'm going to go way out here. Taking a moment to honor your body for doing what you asked it to do today and all of the hard work it does to get you from one end of the week to the other. My name is Julia. This is the fucking yoga company. Yoga for the rest of us. All of the benefits. None of the yoga bullshit. Ciao.